Okay, uncivilized vitality. We're going to talk about something out of our tenets and kind of collected learnings called the Four Horsemen of Misery. And this is a shorthand list that I use to talk to people about prioritizing some of the things they do beyond the rule of threes. Right? Taking care of first aid, bleeding and breathing, and then getting your clean water and your shelter and such. But this will help you make decisions when you're out in the woods, like we're out here today. Of course, it's raining, and I'm pretty wet at this point. It's been raining all day, but it keeps turning into sleet because it's about 29 degrees. So I've got two of the four horsemen. And this is sort of a shorthand that helps you guard against things that would impair your decision-making abilities when you're out in nature, and kind of push you from making rational or logical decisions from a thinking standpoint to reacting, and then you make poor decisions. That's how people get hurt or violate the rule of threes. The four horsemen are cold, wet, tired, and hungry. Of course, there are others, and hungry kind of stands in for thirsty. Cold, the flip side of that would be heat exhaustion. Then there's insects, lots of things that can make you miserable in the forest if you let them. But the big four to watch out for are being too cold, too wet, too tired, and then hungry. And those four states, especially in combinations, tend to lead to making emotional decisions instead of thinking your way through and making safety-oriented decisions. And of course, that's an old analogy that I borrowed from the four horsemen of the apocalypse from the book of Revelations. You get war and pestilence and famine and death, so it's not that drastic. But our rule of thumb is as long as you're only doing two of the horsemen, you're only affected by two, you can make pretty good decisions. Like right now, like I said, it's 29. I'm fairly cold. I'm pretty wet. I've been soaked through all day. We're getting a fire going so I can maybe dry out before I crawl into my bag or under my blanket tonight. I'm not hungry because we just ate so much. Burger, we had pie, we had all kinds of stuff today. And I'm drinking a cup of hot chocolate. I'm hand shaking, kind of frozen. So I'm not thirsty or hungry, and I'm not tired. I got a lot of sleep last night before we came up here, get out in the woods. So two of the horsemen, cold, wet, not a big deal. So I can still make good decisions for my safety and staying environmentally friendly, making sure I'm doing the right things out in the woods. So you want to be on the lookout, not just for myself, but the other 7 or 8 guys that are up here, making sure nobody's getting too cold or tired or wet. So with things like hypothermia set in, or hungry would be blood sugar dropping or something like that, where you're going to make poor decisions. So four horsemen of misery: cold, wet, tired, and hungry. That's just part of our uncivilized credo. So like the channel, please, or like the video, and then subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that, and then share this with some people so we can get some more subscriptions for the channel as we're getting started here. And then feel free to sign up and join us on another fun-filled Northern Michigan early spring adventure. So, thanks.